Hi everyone, good morning. So we'll start the session. So what we will do today is basically the takeaway for today's class is I'm going to answer all the jargons that we discussed yesterday, right? I just started but could not complete. So we will discuss all the jargons. I will answer all your queries. And then the rest time we will discuss about Jupyter Notebook tutorials. So quick tutorial about Jupyter. And if you are kind of very much okay with the content and everything, you don't have any queries. So this week you can skip. This will be a demo week. Next Monday onwards, we will have regular classes. So the timing for the class, as I already told you, 7:30 to 8:30, right? So 7:30 to 8:30 will be the class timing. Every day we will have class except Saturdays and Sundays. So we have weekday classes, right? So this week is kind of clearing all your doubts, making your system ready, software installation and other things. I think most of you already attended a lot of previous demos where I have explained about the curriculum. So the curriculum covers like what topics we will be covering, the what document that I have shared. Also about myself, who am I and all. So all of those things, if you want to repeat, right? If you want me to repeat again, maybe you can wait today after the class is over because I don't want to bore others. So once the class is over for all the new joinees, I will repeat, right? Okay, fine. So yesterday I was talking about a very important concept called data related roles and responsibilities. So many of you, when you search internet and go for the data course, you are very much confused with this all different roles, whether you will go for data analyst related trainings or you will go for data scientist training or you will go for data engineering training. You are from different background. Which training will be good for which course? I will be giving my unbiased kind of feedback. It's not like I'm teaching data science, so I will tell you data science is good and all. So what is like the fact that I will present here? So data analyst is the starting track, right? From data analyst, you have two options, right? After you complete a data analyst, or basically as you work as a, like when you start your job, maybe as a fresher, you can join as a data analyst, or after getting 2 to 3 years of experience in data analyst, most of the data analysts, their next switch or next jump, either to go to data engineering side or they can move to data science, right? Data science will be a smooth move because data analysts are half data scientist. So data science is the next level of jump. So you start your career as a data analyst. All the freshers who are working maybe like 1 or 2 year experience they have, or in BTech they are doing like they are in graduation, third year, fourth year, like kind of thing. So they, for them, data analyst is the initial kind of role they can apply for, right? After you complete 2-3 years here, you can jump either to data engineering or data science. Now, what is data analyst? Yesterday, I already spoken about it. So data analyst is nothing but a person who will get, for all of these roles, data is the input. They will take data as input. Data can be in any format. Mostly they will be handling semi-structured and structured data. So there are three varieties of data. Whole world, whatever data you are getting, if you convert all the data, it will be three types. Structured data. So can anyone give me some example of structured data where you can store it? Some structured data example. What is structured data? Where you can get it?
In databases.
Correct. RDBMS, so SQL, Oracle and all that, right? So this is structure, tabular format, table. So you have a strict schema rule and you know like primary key and all that. So this is your structured data. Now you have something called the semi-structured data. The second category is semi-structured data. Now what is this semi-structured data? Semi-structured data is all your Excel files, all your CSV files, right? Your XML files, JSON files, right? All of this kind of format is nothing but your semi-structured. It is not like a tabular format, completely structured. Having said that, you have a certain rule, like XML is a tree structure, JSON, it's a dictionary format, CSV, comma separated, Excel, you know that. So all of this is called semi-structured. And the last category of data is nothing but unstructured data. So unstructured data examples are nothing but your text data, your image data. Video I'm not writing because ultimately video data is image data. If you convert to frames, these are images. So text data, audio data, video data, image data, all of these things are your unstructured data. So whoever is giving you data, can there be any other form? No. All the data present in the universe can be divided into structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. So this is the section for data analyst. They're efficient, or maybe data engineers and data analysts, right? They are kind of efficient handling structured and semi-structured data. Handling in the sense what? The data analyst, right, will take this kind of data and they know the tools and techniques like Excel, they know Power BI, they know Tableau, right? They know BI tools, visualization, business intelligence tool. They know Excel, right? Huge volume of data. They know a little bit about big data architecture. Data is present, let's say this tables and all that is present in cloud. So they know a bit about cloud technologies. They know Python programming where you can do little data manipulation like pandas, NumPy and all the other related packages they know. So they are particular person who knows skills and techniques required to handle semi-structured and structured data and take this data as input and create dashboards. What you will create? You create dashboards or basically whatever format the client want, you need to represent your insights from the data. Mostly this is called insight generation, or from historical data, you create charts, graphs, little bit of analysis, summary statistics, basics about statistics. You're a person who knows statistics basic. You know simple time series algorithm, one or two regression algorithm. You know a little bit about Power BI. Sorry, you're expert in BI tools and you know a little bit about cloud and big data. Python programming, you know, pandas packages, you know. So you are a data analyst. What is the salary package? So in India, I'm saying, right? In India, if you are a fresher, you may get something around 3 to kind of 10. So based on the company, based on your background, it's not general. So it's not specific, it's general. So generally you will get 3 to mostly 7 to 8 is the normal package for data analyst as a fresher, zero experience. Now, as you go, like the salary will increase. Now you understood data analyst. Now, who is a data scientist? So data scientist is the next level of data analyst. So whatever I told, everything is true for a data scientist. You know how to handle structured data, semi-structured data, you know Power BI, you know Tableau, you know Python, you know cloud technologies, you know big data. You can generate insights, you can create dashboards, everything, whatever a data analyst is doing, everything you know, you can create insights or dashboards from your data. But apart from that, you can also understand the patterns from the historical data and you can predict what is the future. You can understand the pattern from the historical data and you can predict the future, or basically you can predict the next future. So prediction is also included, called modeling. I can tell you in one line, you know modeling. So as a data scientist, you know modeling along with what a data analyst knows, you know modeling. You must be thinking, okay, only for one skill, can you tell yourself data scientist? This modeling is not so easy. To do modeling, you have to learn different things. You need to understand deep learning. You need to understand machine learning. So you need to understand a lot of image processing if it is image data. And what is the extra speciality? You are a scientist means what? Anything with the data you know. Any kind of data you can handle, any variety of data you can handle, any volume of data you can handle. You cannot say you give me 2 GB data, I can handle 20 terabyte, I cannot handle, because you know big data. You cannot say SQL table only I know how to handle. Text data, image data, I cannot handle. So any kind of data, I can give you, let's say text data and tell you to do a sentiment analysis. I can give you image data and tell you to build some computer vision project. So you're a data scientist means you are expert in handling structured, semi-structured, unstructured, any kind of data. You are expert in handling like less volume and high volume of data, streaming data, batch processing. So lot of different varieties and different volume of data you can handle. Along with that, you know modeling, which the data analyst does not know. Let me repeat. The difference is the data analyst, they may know, but they're not expert in modeling. Data scientist can handle any variety, any volume of data, starting from data collection till modeling. They can create charts, graphs like a data analyst, and they can also do modeling. They can predict the future, right? So that is what a data scientist is. Now, in 2022, there is a trend. There is a trend going on, and that is called, they are looking for full stack data scientist. What do you mean by full stack? Full stack means Not only modeling, right? You should know how to deploy your models also. Along with modeling, you should know how to deploy. Again, nobody is kind of expecting you to be expert in that, but basics you should know, right? Basics, which is nothing but your AWS, Azure, any one cloud platform, how to deploy your machine learning, deep learning models. Basic understanding you should have. Anyway, you have a separate team who will take care of it, but at least as a data scientist, you should know basics about deployment. Now, that is a data science and data analyst. Who is a data engineer? So data engineer are, once upon a time, they are software engineers. All the software engineers, once upon a time, they are migrating to data engineer. Why? Or basically is a very thin line. DevOps, now very famous terms, DevOps, right? Basically, what is software engineering or data engineer? Data engineers are the backbone who supports a data analyst and data scientist by handling the data. See, you will pull the data from SQL, but who has created the table? Who has loaded the data? Who is maintaining the table? Who has given permission to you? All of those things will be taken care by data engineer. As a data scientist or data analyst, you have no time to create the infrastructure, maintaining the infrastructure. You are going to cloud and pulling data, but somebody has created the infrastructure for you, right? Somebody has loaded the data there. That's why you are able to pull. Again, you are storing back. Who is taking care of the 24/7 availability of the server? Who is taking care of user access, permission? All of these things is data engineer. Basically, this is nothing but ETL, extraction, transformation, load. So they are the software engineers or maybe data engineers who will take care of the extraction, transformation, and load. So they are expert. You know the things, but they're expert in big data. They're expert in cloud computing. They're expert in SQL. They're expert in NoSQL like MongoDB and all. So they are the person who know Java, Python, MongoDB, SQL, then kind of your big data platforms like Spark, Hadoop, and then they know cloud platforms like AWS or Azure at an expert level because that is their whole job, right? They might not be knowing modeling. They are still dependent on data scientists to give the models to them. Some company, this is the responsibility of the data engineers to deploy the models from data science team. Some companies, data scientists, they themselves deploy. But once you deployed, your task is not over, right? Let's say there is a web app or something, your client which is hosted in a cloud on a cloud, and your client is viewing that. Who will take care of the server? Who will make sure that that web app is 24/7 live? If it is crashed, who will take care of the backup? Who will take care of the server down or other issues? Who will maintain the project? In one line, data scientist, they will deploy it, fine. Now, who is going to maintain the project? It's the data engineering team's task to maintain the project, right? So data scientist core job is modeling, data analyst core job is visualization, data engineer's core job is ETL. Apart from your core job, you need to learn something from the other side. Like data scientists should know some techniques which a data engineer should know, like cloud and big data, not at expert level, but good to know. Data engineer should know basics about statistics, what a data scientist know, but that is not their core area. Their core area is ETL. So they should know Java, they should know Scala, they should know Python, they should know SQL, they should know NoSQL, they should know big data, they should know cloud technology. They have their separate track. It's a completely separate thing. Data scientists, they should know their own thing. So their core task is not deployment, right? So don't go for deployment only. You have your core task is modeling. They should know deep learning, machine learning, statistics, visualization tools. They should know Python. Apart from that, basics about cloud and big data will kind of help them to kind of understand or collaborate with the data engineering team. Data analyst is the fresher role where you can just enter into the market and your task is just to kind of Excel files. You will be getting high volume of data or maybe whatever volume you need to create insights from those data. So is this three role is clear now? Now there should not be any confusion. So now what is good for you, right? If you are a person who is very much kind of a software guy, like who would love to code and who is very much keen in updating himself or herself, right? You should go for data engineering. High demand, all the roles are high demand. Salary wise, data engineer, data scientist are exactly kind of they're same. So salary wise, both are very high on demand. Data engineering number of roles are more. If in a company 10 data engineer, maybe 4 data scientists, right? So the number of roles you will get is more. Having said that, many people will jump into data engineering, but I will tell you what is the problem there. The problem is keeping yourself up to date. Keeping yourself up to date with the latest technology will be a challenge. I'm not joking or I'm not telling any story. You see yourself. Before 3 years back, AWS was very much on demand. Now also it is the top cloud performer, cloud platform provider. But now maybe GCP or Azure is coming up. Maybe after 3 years, Azure may be the most highly demanded skill. So whoever has kind of learned AWS, they have to migrate to Azure. This is one tool, like every tool, because you're learning bunch of tools. You're not learning any concept. Mostly your skill is based on bunch of tools. So if the tool is changed, your experience is gone. Again, you have to relearn. Only thing which is constant is nothing but the language that you're learning. Maybe Java, Scala, Python will be there. That also nowadays language itself is changing. But anyway, so that will remain at least for some years. Rest all tools are very, very rapidly changing. New tools coming, old tools going. Every 6 months, 1 year, tools are changing. For example, ETL tool, Apache Airflow or something you have learned, maybe that will go, something else will come. Spark is now high demand on market. Maybe Hadoop was there one. Sorry, getting so data engineer is not like, yes, package is good, everything is nice, and lot of coding you need to do. And it's a very straightforward track. You have agile kind of team. Every day you know what to do because ETL, right? Fixed job. So extraction, transformation, load. Yes, you have to update yourself, learning new tools, but you know what to do. There's a clear setup. Okay, this you do first, that you do. Create this table, load this data. So there are setup things that you need to do. No need to think and kind of thing. The to-do list you need to complete in an agile fashion, and you keep learning new things, whatever is coming in the market. Keep yourself up to date. It's a continuous learning domain. Data engineering is a continuous learning domain because ultimately you are expert in tools and tools will change. So when the tool is changing, you have to change. Demand is high demand, number of roles are very good, and highly payable job, right? Now coming to data science. Who will join for data science? Data science is the domain. People who love to do R&D, research and development, right? People who love to do statistical analysis, people who has a love to kind of create insights from the data, charts and visualization, storyteller. You are a storyteller. You're a good communicator. You are a kind of research and development. Nobody will tell you what to do. You are an independent resource. Starting from data collection, like in data engineering, fixed step. Okay, in this week, we need to create this table. We need to load this data on. So fixed task. Data science, no task is fixed. You are the boss of yourself. You need to decide what you need to do. Okay, modeling. Once the modeling is done, I will try this approach. Pre-processing, collection, everything you need to do yourself. And it's a R&D kind of thing. No need to write 1,000 millions lines of code. Maybe 100 lines of code you can write and create a very, very powerful AI system. Having said that, that 100 lines of code that you're writing will take the same amount of time that a data engineering is doing, right? So here you need to use your brain. What you need to use? Use your brain, because, and you are an independent resource. You will not get a lot of help from others. You need to think, okay, which chart is good? Should I create a histogram here, or should I represent this information in a bar chart or box plot or distribution chart? Okay, which kind of question I should ask to my client? Now, what kind of problem statement the client is looking for? Okay, which algorithm will be good here? This algorithm is good or that algorithm? So a lot of research, lot of experience is needed. You are going to generate a lot of revenue for the company, and you are very, very, very much valuable resource. Even till the CEO level, you can reach out. If you have created a product which is very, very, very much efficient, you will get a lot of appreciation, right, from your higher management. So this is a role who is suitable. Like anyone can come into data science. There is no barrier. Like relevant fields are computer science, mathematics. If you have background BSc in mathematics, commerce background, BCom, right? A lot of things you will learn there. Like you have this BTech in computer science. So these are the relevant field. Having said that, irrespective, because there are hundreds of openings and very limited availability or resources, supply and demand is there, but supply is less. Anyone with a good skill set can go for data science, right? Irrespective of your background, if you have a love for the domain, you can definitely come into data science. What is the salary range? Both for data engineer and data science, the salary range is same. Freshers are getting 7 to 10, completely freshers just passed out from college. Now, this is a role for data scientist. This is a role for data scientist. After you work for 2 to 3 years as a data scientist, after 3 years, you will be promoted to senior data scientist. Senior data scientist expectation will be 10 to 20. I'm telling normal or general range. If you are from IIT and directly you can join as 30-40 package. So that's a different exception. Or maybe if you're joining service-based companies, maybe you can join, maybe you'll get a role as data scientist, but the initial package will be 3-4. So that's an exception. So I'm telling the normal range, right? Normally, generally. 7 to 10 is the data scientist package, 10 to 20 is the senior data scientist, which is nothing but around 3 to 6 years. This is 0 to 2 to 3, 0 to 2 or 0 to 3 years. After that, you have staff data scientist, which is a kind of manager. It is 30 to, there's no upper boundary, 30 to maybe 40, 50. I can see my friends are now with 5-6 year experience, they're in 35, 40, 45. Philips and very good companies, they offer 45, 50 also. They are like just with 7-8 years experience. So there's no upper boundary, but minimum is 20, 18 to 18 plus, 20 plus, right? That's the staff data scientist. Again, there is principal data scientist and all, but we will stop here. So that's the salary range. Now, a lot of talking from my side, I will take doubts. This is very, very much important information. One more thing I just want to add here, when you apply for roles, read the JD very carefully. This happened with me. I changed a lot of companies because many company hired me as a data scientist, but they treated me as a data engineer because I know some of the skills from data engineer, like I'm expert in Apache Spark and MongoDB, HBase, and also they put me in data engineering side. Very, very good companies I left within 9 months just because of this thing. I just want to love and go into data science. I don't want to migrate to other domains. So there is a very thin gap. So make sure if you want to go in data engineering, go in that line. If you want to become a data scientist, go in that line, right? So many company will hire you as a data scientist, but put you as a data engineer, and vice versa. They will hire you as a data engineer and put you in data science. So in that case, you will be in trouble because you will be nowhere. You cannot up to date yourself in both domain. That's a foolish idea to do. Initially, you can maybe 1 or 2 years. After that, you will not able to update because rapidly changing in the data science, rapidly changing. Many new tools, many new algorithms are coming up. Data engineering also many new tools. You cannot up to date yourself in two things. My suggestion is take any one of it and be expert in that, right? Fine. So I will pause there. Is this clear, everyone? Did you understand who is a data engineer, who is a data scientist, and who is a data analyst? Is this concept is clear? Any doubt? Any questions? Yes. So we have a set of, when you go to data science project lifecycle, we have separate steps. So, okay, now when it is clear, I will directly jump into my domain, that is data science. So in data science, like we have a separate project lifecycle. So whatever is needed for complete a project, to complete a project independently, all topics we will discuss, right? What all topics? So for a data science project, what all things are needed, right? In detail, when you join the course, I will tell you. First is needed data collection, right? So data will be somewhere. You have to collect the data, right? Then only you can analyze. It's not a so simple things to do. You must be thinking, okay, what is there? My client will give Excel file. My client will give JSON XML file. I will parse it. No. Sometimes the client will give you data in SQL format, or maybe it is in Oracle table. Maybe it is in MongoDB. Maybe it is in cloud. We don't know where the data is stored. It is in their environment, right? Maybe it is a simple Excel file, or maybe it is text file which is present in web. I don't know, wherever it is present. you should be able to collect the data. As a data scientist, you should know all the tools and techniques required to collect the data. For example, if the data is present in SQL table, so you know select query in SQL, which will pull the data from the table. Similarly, if the data is present in, let's say, simple Excel format, you should know pandas, Python pandas, to read that into a data frame. So all the tools technique needed is covered in this course. So you will be learning pandas, cloud, so that you will able to handle. SQL also is there. So collect the data is done. Second step is data pre-processing. My pen is not working. So second step is cleaning, data cleaning, right? Data cleaning. So what is your data cleaning? Data cleaning means you will clean your data. How? You will clean the missing values. So there are several steps. If I tell you, you will not understand anything. Basically, it's a messy data you will get. Real-time data is very much messy. A lot of things will be missing. A lot of things, quality issue will be there. So you have, there are several steps you need to follow to clean your data. Once the data is cleaned, again, you need a lot of tools and techniques to clean your data, mostly Python pandas package you need. After that, you will be doing modeling. So which is the core part, right? Modeling. So for modeling, you need again separate tools and techniques like machine learning, deep learning and all. Using sklearn, other packages of Python, you can do modeling. After modeling, the next step is nothing but your validation. Now you have built something. I'm your client. What is the proof that your model is working, right? So you need to validate your test your model testing, you can say. After your model is approved, right? Finally, there is a deployment. You will deploy your model based on your environment, whatever your client is saying. And from there, your client will start using it. Again, sometime you need to repeat from here. It's a chain rule, right? What is this chain rule? After 2-3 months, once your model is deployed, the performance kind of, to improve the performance, sometimes you need to retrain your model, right? With the new data, right? Let's say you have taken 2018 data and you have predicted for 2019. Now to predict for 2020, you need 2019 data, right? Not 2018. So again, you need to retrain your model. So that's a separate chain kind of rule, right? So in this course, we are learning different tools and techniques so that independently we can handle a project starting from data collection till model deployment, right? So there are two courses. This is one, and we are starting ML Ops in the evening time. Only which is focused on deployment. So ML Ops is for everyone. All the people who are data engineer and data scientist can join. Deployment is a separate track, which will take a lot of time because it's not one platform where you can deploy, right? Several platforms are available. But in this course, we are talking about AWS SageMaker, where we will deploy our validated models. Right. So answer to your question is yes. In this course, we are covering all the tools and techniques required to collect the data till deployment. That's why the name is full stack. Is this clear, Sam? We are doing feature engineering, feature selection, everything in data cleaning step. Any other questions anyone has?
Hi, Sasmitha. This is Ajay.
Hi, Ajay.
Uh, Sasmitha, I have one query. Currently, I'm working as a quality analyst, as an automation engineer. I have 8 years of experience and my package is around 20 lakhs. So, can I expect at least a hike by 100% with this course? I mean, what kind of experience
See,
I have to
I
put in?
cannot give you because it depends on your background, right? What percentage of hike you will get, that I cannot tell you. But I can tell you a
Mhm.
normal or general trend, what normally a data scientist is getting. So I already, I think, answered this. Irrespective of your background, what experience level you're showing in your CV, based on that, your salary will be decided. And also definitely what you are withdrawing last salary also matters. Generally, I'm saying if you are a fresher, like zero experience, completely starting, right? So you will get 7 to 10 kind of fresher as a data scientist. Senior data scientist 10 to 20, which requires a 3 to 6 year experience in data science. More than that, you will get 20 plus, right? Maybe 30, 40, there's no upper limit. So the package wise, you will get 100% or 200% or 30%, 10%. I cannot say based on your background you will get it. But this is the normal trend. Now, let's say you are showing 3-year experience. Now you can expect something which based on, let's say 10 to 20, but already you are drawing 20. So you can expect 30% on that. So that is depend on person to person. That is very different thing. I cannot tell you how much you will get, but this is the normal trend, right?
Sure.
So what I
So,
am saying is, if you are skilled enough, definitely 30% more than what you are getting as a software engineer, you should expect. So normal
okay,
comparison for everyone is, whatever is your experience level, check in Google what you should get as a software engineer with that experience. And as a data scientist, you should get 30% more, right? So let's say you're getting 10 as a software engineer, you should get 13 as a data scientist with the same experience level. So that's the calculation. You can demand accordingly, right?
okay. So, Sasmitha, if I put 7 years of experience as a data scientist in my CV, is this course is
7-year
going to help
experience, I
me?
will not help you. See, yesterday you attended my session. Yesterday you,
Yesterday, no. At 8 o'clock, there is a network issue, right, from your end?
no problem, sure. So who attended yesterday's class? Is it justified to write 7-year experience in data science? Can you write anyone who attended yesterday's class? Can you write 7-year experience?
No.
You can write, but people will not believe because data science was not there before 7 years. Even I will show you some of the companies, right? Even very good companies, they are writing in the JD, we need 12-year experience in data science. We need manager in data science director, but 12-year experience. How somebody will get 12-year experience? Genuinely, if you speak, no one can get more than 6 to 7 years because it started in 2015. Have you heard like people who are senior resource? Can you confirm me? Did you listen this word called data scientist in 2011-12? Is it there? 2011-12, during that time, is this data scientist role was there? Any of your friend were getting data scientist role? Answer is no. So if you have joined 2012, by 2022 you have 10 years experience in data science. Now how you have 10-year experience? Because there was no role at, I've shown you Google trend report, right? Yesterday, I'm not saying this is Google. The search engine itself is showing that there's no data scientist before 2015-16. So that's why I'm saying 6-year experience in data science at max you will get in today's market. 6 to 7 year experience at max you will get. People who started data science around 2015, they are the most senior one. Hardly they have 6 to 7 years. And they're the most, they are now joining as manager. They're leading a team. More than that, if somebody is telling 10 years, 12 years, 13 years, yes, they might have. I'm not saying they are faking, but rest all experience are maybe from software engineering, not from data science. Are you getting? Or maybe they are statistician or relevant field to data science. Are you getting? So maybe they have 4-year experience as software engineer and 6 year as data science. Maybe somebody has 6-year experience as software engineer and 2-year experience in data science, but in total they have 8-year experience. Like this profile you will get. If some instructor is telling you, I have 15-year experience in data science, can you believe it? Should you believe them? Is it possible that anyone will have 15-year experience? Ask them the LinkedIn profile, go and check. They might be working as other thing, not data science. Maybe from 2015-16, they started working. So hardly you will get. So don't write 7-year experience. You cannot because you are competing with me. Can you compete with me in the interview? You will go, I will go. Who will win? Because I have real-time experience 7 years. You have taken a 2-3 month course. Can you be equivalent? I have a full-time degree from Triple IT, right? So are you getting? With that, I have 7-year experience. You are competing with me, people like me. I'm not saying with me, people like me who are also in the industry and worked as a data scientist. 7 year into 7 into 365 into 9 hours they have worked. How you're going to manage? Even though you are getting or cracking the interview by somehow, let's say God's grace and God's blessing, you are cracking a lot of pressure. When you join, it's not so easy to be a manager in data science without working anything. You have zero knowledge and directly, it's a lot of pressure. You're not kind of going to do only projects. You have to generate ideas. You have to generate new projects for your team members. You have to handle a team. You have to talk with the clients. You have to answer the questions by the clients. You are responsible for entire 3-4 projects. Can you handle that much pressure? So if you are joining as a data scientist, showing 7-year experience, you will be fired, or maybe you are the worst performer, right? Or you have to struggle a lot of pressure. So my suggestion is go smoothly. Don't try to jump directly. Understand the fact that already there are people who are in the market for last 6 to 7 years. My suggestion is show maybe 2 to 3 year experience and join as a data scientist. Be genuine, right? What you are doing. Join a company, first switch. You learn the things in real time. What is the situation in real time? You gain some 2-3 years of experience. Second switch when you do, that time you can increase your experience level. Maybe if you have 2-year experience, real time, if you have 2-year experience, you can add 2 more. 4-year you can show. With the 0-year experience, can you show 7-year? Is it justified? Tell me. You only tell me. You have 0-year experience. Can you write 7-year? Can you justify that?
No.
Answer. You
No.
have real 2 years. You have added 1-2 year that you can justify. You have worked in 5-6 project. You know the domain. You know what is happening real time. 2 years you can add. 4 years that you can manage. 0-year experience, 7-year means very difficult. So my suggestion is always, doesn't matter if you're taking 1-year training, if you're taking 1-year PG diploma course also, this much only you're going to learn in machine learning, deep learning. Extra things are nothing, but Python, they will kind of teach you 3-4 months. SQL, Tableau, other things like 6-7 months. Many like weeks, they will give you recordings, and weekend professor will come and take the class. Even if you're taking 1-year program, my suggestion is the knowledge that you will get is not more than 2-3 years. You cannot compete more than that. So show 2 to 3 years experience only in your CV. You have 0-year experience, you can show 2-3 years of experience after taking any course. Join as a data scientist, work in the industry for 2 years. Next switch when you do, instead of 2 years, you can show 4 years. Easily you can crack interviews. So that is the suggestion for everyone. I'm repeatedly telling because like you, many people are doing the same mistake. I can see the CV, 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, 15-year experience in data science. And the thing is, they are not able to crack interviews because the difficulty level will be increasing. The number of years you're adding, the difficulty level, the package will increase, the difficulty level will also increase. Initially, you have to choose what you want, whether good money or a domain. So my suggestion is money will follow you. If you are skilled enough in today's world, 100, 200, 300% also you can demand. First, learn the skills. Without learning skills, if you are getting more, you will be fired. So whatever you are getting, you should know more than that. If your package is 30 lakhs, you should know more than that, right? So my suggestion is show 2 to 3 years. That is the best thing, right? Safer zone. No code ML AI. Do you think demand for data scientists will come down? No, it will not come down. But what will happen is merging, which is already happening. Full stack will kind of come. So there is something called no code AI ML. This is all fancy in kind of learning, but when it comes to real time, data scientists are not doing modeling. Modeling is just AutoML and other things they will do. Data scientists are there to handle the clients. Communicator. So whatever you are taking here, the course, the real-time situations are completely different. You have to handle a lot of people there. The problem is the client with whom you're interacting are completely naive. They don't know anything about data science, right? They're from different background. And the product you're building is completely on maths and other things. So whatever it's kind of, so when you go to simple thing, when you go to astrologer, will you believe what they're saying? Are you believing what they're saying? My question is, when you go to astrologer and show your palm, whatever they're saying, you will get all of these jobs, you will get married soon, you'll go to a very blah, 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 whatever they're saying. Are you believing? Everyone is believing them? What is the
No.
curiosity? How they are knowing, isn't it? What you're thinking? How they are knowing? Is it like just by looking at my hand, how they're same thing is happening in real time. So the client will think I have given him data. How he is saying my sales will increase to 20% next year. Why I should invest? What is the guarantee that my sales? How this person knows that How that person predicting my sales will increase next year 200 times, because they don't know the technology. So you have to handle those things. No tools, no robot or no machine can handle human brains. So you are a data scientist who will handle the client. That is the main task. That is the main headache. Technically, you will be sound, but handling clients, making them understand what you are doing, the trust factor, communicating, representing your results, storytelling, right? Making them buy the product, right? Telling them the pros and cons of automatic process and manual process, what they're doing, what all are the advantage, disadvantage. All of these things, no machine can replace. So my answer is data science is always there. It will even grow more. It is not going to come down. Lot of new roles will come, right? Yes. See, one simple example I will give you, right? The example is you have a machine which will take all the ingredients input, right? And it will give you the output like the cooking. So for example, you need chicken biryani. So you just give all the input and it will give you chicken biryani, right? So that is fine. You can use the tool yourself. I am your client. You gave me chicken biryani to eat. If I ask you how you prepared it, if you don't know the things, what is happening inside it, can you answer me how you have prepared chicken biryani? And that also, I don't know your ingredients. So if you say machine learning, linear regression, I don't know anything. In naive words, how you're teaching your kid, like that you have to explain them. That also a lot of questions, lot of discouragement, because they will not accept your model, they will not believe. So lot of things are happening in real time. So that's why I'm saying data scientist is a data scientist. No one can replace, no tool and no AI can replace them. Yes, AI can make the process easier. AI can reduce the time. If you do manual coding, maybe it will take 15 days. With AI, you can complete the project in 7 days. But who is going to demonstrate that project to others? Who is going to explain what is happening? Let's say the client, right? Let's say the statistics is telling column 1 is not important. You delete it. Now your client is telling you why you have deleted column 1. Column 1 is very important. You cannot delete column 1. I don't know statistics from my data. Column 1 you should take. Now as a data scientist, even though the statistics is telling column 1 you should delete, but from your client input, you can take column 1. Are you getting? So a lot of things are happening in real time, which requires human intervention. So you cannot completely replace with AI tools, right? So it is even more and more, it is demanding and growing, I can say, and merging, multidisciplinary. Only data scientist, it was there, but now data scientists should also know cloud, a little bit of here and there. Companies are expecting, right? That is the difference. Otherwise, the demand was there and still it is there. So AI only used in data science? No, like AI, what is AI? Okay, now I will answer all the other things like what is AI, what is machine learning, and what is deep learning. So these three terms we will discuss now. So your kid is studying in standard 1, right? Standard 1, you have subjects like English, you have math, you have science, and you have all other things. Like that, AI is a vast field. It is a superset inside which each and every topic is falling. Machine learning is a part of AI. Deep learning is a part of AI, right? NLP, natural language processing, text data mining is a part of AI. So all of these tools and techniques you are using to build an intelligent system which will find patterns from the historical data and predict the future. Sometimes it is not all about predicting future, it is about solving a problem by using intelligence. The tools and techniques you need to solve a problem using intelligence of the machine from the historical data is called artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence has a lot of subsection. So machine learning is one of the section. Deep learning is one of the section. Search engine, you are building Google and all, that is called information retrieval. That itself is an AI application. But that AI application we have built using information retrieval and NLP. Your recommendation engine you have built using machine learning. Computer vision, you have used image processing and deep learning. So that is also AI. So Alexa is AI, Google Home is AI, face recognition is AI, recommendation engine is AI. All are AI application. But which tools and techniques you have used for that AI application, that depends on what you are using. For example, recommendation. It's a semi-structured data. I will be using ML. So machine learning is coming under AI. Deep learning is coming under AI. So there is no course called AI. What we are doing is we are doing marketing using this term because it is fancy. Basically, from AI, we are taking 2 or 3 important subjects and we are teaching. For example, in standard one, you may have hundreds of subjects. Maybe GK is there, general knowledge, right? You have arts and crafts. Not all are important, right? What is important? English and math. English is standard one subject, math also standard one subject. I can say I am teaching for standard one, but I am teaching English and math. Are you getting? Similarly, AI course is nothing but maybe machine learning, deep learning, NLP, some of the topics we are covering. In general, we are saying it is AI course, right? Is it clear? The concept is clear. What is AI? What is AI? It's just a term. Lot of techniques combined together. We are calling it artificial intelligence. The intelligence which is artificial means what? We are making the system smart by using maths. In one term, we are making the system smart by using different maths algorithms. And that is what something called AI. Inside AI, we have different sections. Machine learning is also AI, deep learning is also AI, NLP is also AI, information retrieval, soft computing. Everything is coming under AI. Is it clear, everyone? Anand, is it clear?
Yes.
Is right? Fine.
Right.
So I think we understood a lot of things in today's class. We discussed what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, what is deep learning. We will discuss in the course. We discussed what is data engineering, what is data scientist, who is a data analyst, what is the salary range, how much experience you can write. Very, very important information. You will not get it from internet or real time. People only can tell you. This is very important information. What we will do is tomorrow again we will join and we will continue with the course content. So I will tell you about Jupyter Notebook tomorrow, right?
Okay. Yes.
Fine. So thank you everyone. Let us connect again tomorrow. All your doubts tomorrow also you can ask. I will clear. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Sasmitha. Thank you.